everyone, this is Josh with SKAA, and in this video, I'm going to quickly show you how to set up a mobile PA system for music performance using 1 or 2 Stage 1 speakers from Electrotec. Although this setup could be easily modified for mobile DJs, wedding DJs, or for speaking events. Stage 1 are portable, battery-powered speakers. They have pro audio inputs for microphones, line-level sources, and Input 1 even supports instrument-level input. And they also have SKAA wireless audio networking built in. So with that wireless tech built in, the idea here is that we can plug in our sound sources into one speaker. We'll call this the hub speaker. And then that hub speaker can wirelessly relay audio over to a satellite Stage 1 or multiple satellite Stage 1s. So you can have 2 front of house speakers for your gigs or events, no power outlets needed, and this can be expanded out into larger setups if need be. On top of that, Stage 1 speakers have a 120-hour battery life at 55% volume and a 20-hour battery life at max volume. So plenty of battery power if you have multiple gigs back to back. And the best part about this setup is we are mostly eliminating the need for long cable runs. No power cable runs are required either, and you won't need a mixer or amplifiers. So this can really help to make your setup and teardown times quicker and easier than before. One person can set all of this up in about 5 minutes or less. So first, what do you need? You'll need 1 or 2 Stage 1 speakers, 1 or 2 speaker stands to get these up off the ground. These are 1 3/8 inch poles. You'll need your sound sources. For me, this will be an acoustic electric guitar and a microphone, but you could also substitute 2 microphones or a stereo line level source like a DJ deck. You'll need 2 cables for your sound sources. For me, this will be a 1/4 inch TS instrument cable for the acoustic electric guitar, and then an XLR cable for the mic. In my case, I'll also need a mic stand and a stool as well. Okay, so let's get this all set up. I'll get the speakers up on stands, I'll get my stool and mic stand set up, and if you're using an instrument like I am, plug your instrument into Input 1 and press the instrument input switch. I'll plug my mic into Input 2. I'd recommend starting by pulling down the input gain on both channels, power on one speaker, and tap the power button until you're in aux mode. Set the local volume, this is the blue LED, to around 15 to start. And then tap the volume button and you'll see an orange LED. This is your global volume. Set this as high as it will go without the noise floor being too loud. Just keep in mind that with any instrument level input, these are unbalanced signals, so it's normal to get a little bit more hiss with these types of inputs. Then tap the volume button to go back to local volume. Next, sound check the level for both of your input sources. For instruments, you won't need a lot of gain, just a touch, and for microphones, pull up the gain until you see a red LED and then dial it back a bit. You want to keep the signal level in the green for both channels. Red means that you're peaking, which will overload the signal and cause distortion. And then do a quick sound test and see if the 2 channels have the balance that you want, and then dial in the gain as needed to adjust. Now, you could totally do a small gig with just 1 Stage 1, indoor or outdoor, but if you want even more sound output and maybe need a little more coverage for a larger venue, you can add up to 4 additional satellite Stage 1s for extra reinforcement. If you're using up to 2 satellites, tap the power button 3 times and make sure the power LED is shown in red. If you're using more than 2 satellites, make sure the power LED is shown in white. White is SKAA mode, and it gives you up to 4 satellites, so 5 total speakers, at 36 milliseconds of fixed latency. Red is SKAA Pro mode, and this gives you up to 2 satellites, so 3 total speakers, at 19 milliseconds of fixed latency. We're going to use SKAA Pro here since I'm only using 1 satellite and 2 total speakers. Next, power on your satellite or satellites and put them in SKAA mode. They should automatically bond to the hub speaker. You can confirm this if you see a bright amber LED. If not, double tap the bond button and the satellite will explore for and bond to the hub. Then press and hold the bond button for a few seconds to greenlist the hub speaker on the satellite. The great thing about greenlisting is that you only have to do this one time. At all subsequent gigs, all you'll have to do is power up the hub and satellites, and all of the satellites will remember the hub speaker and will automatically bond to the hub speaker. No additional setup required. Once you've set up your network, dial in the local volume level you want on all speakers. Typically, this will be the same for all speakers in the network, and the global volume is shared. So if you adjust this on one speaker, it will automatically be adjusted on other speakers in the network, but local volume control is individually controlled for each speaker. So whether you're using just one satellite or up to 4 satellites for additional side fill monitors, the only cables that are going to be required are the 2 input cables coming from your microphone's instrument or line level source. Everything else in the setup is wireless. And one last bonus feature, if you play music to backing tracks, you can connect your laptop, tablet, or phone to the hub speaker using a 3.5mm analog aux cable or a USB-C cable, and your auxiliary sound source will automatically be mixed with the Pro audio inputs. So that's how you can set up a mobile PA system using Stage 1 speakers and SKAA wireless audio networking. If you want to learn more about Stage 1, head over to electrotecaudio.com, or you can check out the full Stage 1 video manual we have here on the SKAAsound YouTube channel. And to learn more about SKAA, head over to SKAA.com or SKAAstore.com. And if you like what you see, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the SKAAsound YouTube channel to stay up to date on all new SKAA products and tutorials. Thanks for watching.